Behind me you can see that the porta potty's out. That can only mean one thing. We're brewing. So it's Wednesday evening, my last Homebrew Wednesday's gone up and I'm doing this for next week because there's nothing like being organised, and plus I'm really busy over the weekend. Tonight I'm going to put down my very first SMaSH all grain beer, and it's got in it, no you see I can't tell you, because I'm hoping, if I hear from Zippy Pirate, to add it into this spring SMaSH off. So you'll know when it's on the bottle. Anyway, very quick video. You know how we do this. This week I asked about software for things, and one of the software things that came back was Brewer's Friend. So I put everything into Brewer's Friend, and I'm going to use that, and hopefully it will all come out okay. So anyway, let's get going. My recipe is calling out for 1.048 original gravity, 1010, so it's a 5.7 brew. If I put that there, then I don't have to keep turning my head. IBU of 31.2, based on a pale ale, an American pale ale. So all good. There are 4 hop infusions through the boil, and I'm using, what am I using? I'm using an SO5, so that's all good. What I'm currently doing is heating up the mash water, and we're going to go from there. So talk to you in a bit.
Warning. Warning, warning.
An hour's gone through, and I want to talk a little bit about sparging. I want to know that I'm doing this right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to empty all of the liquid out of the porta potty. So all of the liquid out of that into my container. Then I have to put in another 22 litres of water, which is at 75 degrees, which is my sparge. Is that right? Or should I be, I think you call it fly sparging, where I just put stuff on top and keep going? What do we think? Well, I say what do we think? I mean, it's kind of what I'm going to do. Okay, so I ran off the first 5 litres of wort and put it back into the mash tun, and now I'm going to run out the tank and we'll see what we get. So that you know, it stayed at 67.8, so it went in at 68.3 and it's coming out at 67.8, which was a little higher than I wanted. But we'll see what happens. Right, so what I've done is I emptied the mash tun through. I got 8 litres out, there were 12.5 litres in. I put another 12.5 litres of water at a higher temperature, so it was 88 in the pan, it's 75 in here, or 74 in here. I'm going to leave that for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to run it through, and then I'm going to put the other half in, and then I'm going to run that through, and that should, I'm assuming, in theory, give me my final boil value. Is that right? Does that sound right to you? Okay, so I did as I said, and I batch sparged it through, which I'm very happy about. I've taken a reading and pre-boil. It is at around, after fiddling with it, 1.041, something like that, which means that it's slightly higher than I thought, which is what's really scary. And if you're doing an all grain for the first or second time, what's really scary is that you see the wort running out of your mash tun and it's very clear, or it's a lot clearer than you think, and you think that you're running water through it, or like almost clear water through it, and 9 times out of 10 you're not. If you test that and change it, you'll see that the gravity is a lot higher than you actually think it is. You need to have a bit of courage doing this. Anyway, it's late, it's 10:30 at night. I had hoped to get this down, but I'm not going to be able to cool it and then put yeast in tonight. So I'm going to put it into a fermenter barrel. I'm going to put a lid on it. It's obviously all pre-boil, so it'll all get boiled out tomorrow, and I'll boil it when I get home from work, and then I can put it in the fermenter and then it's ready to go. Anyway, that's it for tonight. See you tomorrow. Day 2 of the brewing. I bought another pot. Only takes about 12 litres. This takes, as you know, 20. No, that can't be right. 20. Yes, 20, 12. So I'm going to do both at the same time. I'm going to put the extractor on. I will take the lids off once they start boiling, but this actually gets them up to temperature quickly. And for those of you who really care, this is my dinner. It is 10 to 10 on a Thursday night. This is madness. Anyway, we'll talk to you soon. As you can see, we're near to boil. Fun, fun, fun. Well, I thought you hadn't been in my bathroom in the last, well, I don't know, last 2 Homebrew Wednesdays. So it's taken me about half an hour to get this down to 24 degrees. So I'm just going to keep it going like this for a little bit, and then hopefully we'll be ready to aerate and put it into the fermenter. See you in a bit. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everyone. I hope that you liked my footage from last Wednesday, Thursday. All went well, went into the fermenter at 1.049, which the brewer's friend was looking for 150, was looking for 50, so I was so impressed. Anyway, tonight I'm trying my Root Citra 6, which has now been renamed the A200, and I've been playing with labels. I think that looks really cool. I like that. I've got to take a bit of the blue out. So I have a question, and not only about batch sparging. Was I batch sparging correctly? Sort of your answers on a postcard or in the comments below. Oh, it smells really. This gets better and better. As you all know, you should never drink beer too quickly. How did you find out which hops you liked and which hops you don't? Interestingly, when I was at the London Beer Labs, where I get all of my supplies from, I was talking about the concept of a SMaSH beer, because they didn't know what we were talking about, and I was like besting them a little bit. And they went, "Oh, so you're putting that in there? Oh, really? Would never have thought of that." And I did it because technically I like the name of the hops. And then I did a little bit of research, and I like the idea of the black fruits that were supposed to come out of it, and that's kind of where I went. But do you have a good source of hop information? You know, flavours and where you go, because I can't go through every hop with every thing. So Interesting. Where do you find your ideas for hops? This is so good. I did say that. Anyway, the other thing is I haven't heard from Pirate Zippy Pirate. Which way round is it? So I don't know whether or not he's going to let me put my beer in the SMaSH off. So this is like an on-screen pressure. I have emailed you. I don't want to critique other people's beers. I don't think that I am A, confident enough, and B, technically aware yet of other beers. This has been such an awakening for me because obviously I was a lager boy for years and years and years. And I'm just starting to get to understand. So, you know, Citra. I understand Citra. I understand the complex nature of the upper citrus notes on this. I get that. Wheat beer. I understand wheat beer. I used to drink a wheat beer. I like a wheat beer. But if someone put a porter in front of me, I don't think I would know if it was good, bad, or indifferent. So I just want to put mine in and see how it goes. And if anybody wants a beer mail from me, please, you know, drop me a comment or a private message, and I'll send some out. If you want to try this, let me know. And then I would really appreciate someone saying, you know what, this is shit. Or, yeah, I really like this, because you give it to your friends and your friends feel obliged to say how much they enjoy it. So that was that. And my final point, or my final conversational piece, if you like, is Google. Google, I thought I understood computers. Google has got me absolutely going bonkers, and I don't know how you cope. So I had a YouTube channel that was linked to my Google+, as you know, you see it, and it comes up as Kent Francis. So I wanted to change it to the Peanut Brewery, because most of my uploads will now be for the Peanut Brewery, and that's what I wanted to do. So the only way you can do that is by changing your name on your Google+ account to The Peanut, or The Peanut and Brewery as your surname. And then I was like, but then I use my Gmail for a lot of things, and I don't want people trying to find me as The Peanut Brewery. So I looked at a Google+ page. Now I've made a Google+ page, which is The Peanut Brewery. But trying to transfer your YouTube stuff over from where it is now to that has taken about a week and a half, and I'm still not confident that when they change it over, because you have to ask support, I'm still not confident that it won't come up as Kim Francis. It's weird, but I don't want to lose all of my subs, of which I'm so grateful for, thank you very much, and all of the other bits and pieces that I've got on there, like my subscriptions and stuff like that. Because I do some computer gaming stuff, I'd like to hive that out to my subs are that, and then my brewery subs and my beer subs and my Homebrew Wednesday subs are on this Google+ page. It's incredibly complicated. Anyway, that's about it. One last thing, sorry about the flickering. I've got LED all over the building. It's all LED everywhere. Now the ones in the lounge, which are not dimmable, but they're sort of a pale or a cream, don't seem to cause flickering on the camera. But the ones in the kitchen, which are bright white and are quite high and are dimmable, cause flickering on the camera. So I'll have to remember that next time I film things. Anyway, have a happy Homebrew Wednesday. Thank you so much for all your comments. I do try and go back and just acknowledge them and say thank you. I say, like, you know, there's sort of 8 or 9, 10 now every video that goes up, and that's just so amazing to me. So anyway, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Thank you very much for subscribing, for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I do these ramblings now every week. I've got them all planned out. I know what I'm going to talk about next week. Bottling and priming. I tell you, I know how to live. Anyway, happy Homebrew Wednesday. See you next week. Bye-bye.